Hello everyone. I hope you're well. I certainly am. It's the 23rd of December and we are 2 days from Christmas, so there's a very nice spirit in the environment. Today we're going to talk about a very common utterance like a sentence. Bless you. We use it a lot in English, and we're going to talk about some of the aspects of that. Let's begin with the presentation. Bless and blessing. You can see the sentence, bless you. We're talking about art, English, and God. These are three simple words. This live video broadcast gives input on the topic of the word bless through considerations of the English language, art, and God. Art is the conscious production or arrangement of visual elements in a 2 or 3 different dimensional form. English is spoken or written words that are combined and understood through grammar. Art and English are forms of communication, and God is usually defined as a deity, supernatural, immortal, supreme being. In this series, we are considering God as a form of communication for the revelation of an understanding art and English. Okay, let's listen to Okay, so to start out with, we are going to look at the actual meaning of the word bless, and we can see in the Wiktionary that we have the pronunciation. This is an English IPA, the International Pronunciation Phonetics Alphabet. We see bless, and you can hear this.
Bless.
Okay.
Bless.
All right, it rhymes with S. The etymology from Middle English blessen, from Old English bletzen, to consecrate with blood. Okay, let me, I think that I have this on the other. Okay, yeah, we will skip this part because I have this in another part. We have third person singular blesses, the present participle blessing, which becomes like a noun or an adjective. Simple past and past participle blessed or blessed. The pronunciation is the same, the spelling is a little bit different. And it means to make something holy by religious rite, to sanctify, to make the sign of the cross upon so as to sanctify. Number 3, to invoke divine favor upon, to honor as holy, to glorify, to extol for excellence, to esteem or account happy, to felicitate. This is a very, very interesting meaning of the word. We'll talk about that later. In an obsolete way, we can also say to bless is to wave or to brandish, usually a sword or something like that. Perl programming, past tense only, to turn a reference into an object is to bless. Archaic, to secure, defend, or prevent from. We have the antonyms. The opposite would be to curse or condemn. In programming, you unbless, probably in the Perl programming. I don't know that language. Some derived terms, you can see bless me, bless my soul, bless oneself, bless someone's cotton socks. That's to express affection towards the named person, to bless someone's cotton shirt or socks, also to bless someone's heart, but certainly the cotton socks it's quite humorous. Bless up, to bless us, to bless you. Bless up is a greeting in Jamaica, to bless up. So that's a particular way of using this. We have God bless the Duke of Argyll. God bless the Duke of Argyll. Yes, that's a funny saying. Reference to parasites or cutaneous affections that might induce a shrugging reaction associated with an apocryphal tale that the Duke erected posts on his land and people found it convenient to rub against. So God bless the Duke of Argyll for that. Scottish. That's very funny. God bless the mark. God bless you. Goddess bless. God bless you. So you see there's a lot of derived terms here that we can see. I also want to just look at the meaning from the word reference. We have blessed. Here they don't say blessed. Yes, here, bless or blessed. Blessing, to make something holy, sacred. The priest blessed the offering, to ask for God's divine favor upon or for. Bless this house. You see it in the infinitive way. To give some benefit, to endow. Nature blessed me with strong teeth. To praise is holy, or is to glorify. Okay, so bless you is used to convey thanks, affection, best wishes to someone. Bless you, she said when I dropped a few coins in her basket. Obviously giving this in a charitable way. Used to express polite concern after someone has sneezed. Achoo, she sneezed. Bless you, he responded. So we have many different ways of seeing that as a definition. Okay, let's look at this word a little bit closer now from different points of view. We see that we also have, okay, we looked at the etymology briefly. Blessin, Middle English, Old English, to consecrate with blood. This is very interesting. We have some kind of tie with blood. Proto-West Germanic, bloodison, to sprinkle, mark, or hallow with blood. To hallow, that's like Halloween. You might notice that. Hallow is to make sacred. To also from Proto-Germanic, bloba, blood of uncertain origin, probably from Proto-Indo-European, very, very old language. To bloom. So those are cognate with Old Norse, the bletsa, or to bless. That's Icelandic blessa. And you have some different ways of looking at Old English, bleden, to bleed. Again, the connection with blood. Let's look at some other aspects of the word. It relates to a superstition that's related to sneezing and evil spirits, as we see. Sneeze, some people think that sneezing releases the soul. Okay, this is maybe an old way of thinking, but it leads maybe to possible capture by evil spirits. Your soul is outside of you, so you could have some connection with evil spirits. Evil spirits entering the body through open mouth. So you're opening your mouth when you sneeze, and that becomes a issue. Sneeze forces out sins or evil spirits. Okay, this we mentioned before. And thus we have the need of the blessing to prevent spirits from re-entering. And it's bad luck to open your mouth again to thank the person who blessed you. Okay, this is probably debatable. We can find also people who just normally say thank you. Let's look at God bless you, the actual phrase. It's wishing good health to someone who has just sneezed. God bless you, do you need a tissue? Bless you, that was a big sneeze. And it's a phrase wishing God's blessing upon someone. Some examples: we will never forget your help. God bless you. The priest placed his hand on the boy's shoulder and said, God bless you, my child. To anyone who donated supplies for the hurricane victims, bless you. You can probably understand a little bit better the context from these examples. Let's look at another idea, the expression of one's appreciation for another person. In this usage, God is not usually used. So we have a person that brings a cup of coffee. Here, I got a cup of coffee for you too. Oh, bless you, I'm so tired today. And you pushed back my 8 o'clock meeting. Oh, bless you. I really need the extra time to prepare. So those are some examples of this kind of appreciation. Very common use of this word. Now let's look at a wish. God bless you as a wish. God blesses you describes a fact, an ongoing state. And we also can say that that is a correct sentence. You have God as the subject, so third person singular, God blesses you. You can also think that maybe this comes from may God bless you. God bless you is actually a subjunctive, or bless you, may God bless you. We can hear the German Gesundheit also as a response. What do you say after? Thank you. If you don't believe that you're going to have your spirits back in you, your evil spirits coming back. Bless you versus God bless you. Is it okay to say God bless you when someone sneezes? Let's look at this a little closer. Maybe it's debatable here. We have the word reference forum, which is a fantastic place to catch a lot of good things. This is the forum, the language forums. And is it okay to say God bless you when someone sneezes? Well, when someone sneezes, we usually say bless you, but would it be okay to say God bless you instead, or would that be weird? Thanks in advance. Actually, bless you is the shortened form of God bless you. Both are said, as is the German Gesundheit. It would be very unusual to say God bless you in British English. Nothing wrong with it, but it would be, as you say, weird. We just say bless you. It's a set phrase. It is okay. There may be instances where it would seem weird, such as on the lips of Richard Dawkins, famous prominent atheist. However, in my experience, we often say bless you after a sneeze, and God bless you in other situations. For example, as a valediction. Wikipedia discusses the phrase here in this God bless you. Hi Susan, are you actually saying that in Britain, if there's a sneeze and somebody says God bless you without dwelling too much on the word God or sounding too pompous or preachy, the hearers will think to themselves, how weird? I'm stunned. Can other British people confirm? This is a senior member from Canada. Well, actually from New Jersey, but living in Canada. Benny Mix. Susan responds, gosh, are you really stunned again, Benny? I'm with Susan. Weird. The OP's word may be slightly strong, but yes, I would definitely for a moment think, that's odd. I wonder why she said that, or he said that. And Keith Bradford adds, whereas hearing bless you in response to an act of kindness would be perfectly normal. Okay, there are some problems with this because we live in a era that is very politically correct, and thus religious type utterances are not allowed. So we can have a little bit of a problem with that. And in fact, let me just, we were going to, whoops. Sorry, student published. Okay, yes, I opened this in the wrong window. Sorry again, I'm just a little bit. We have an article, I have an article that I would like to share that actually has this this debate. It's really a kind of a debate, you might put it in that. A student is punished for saying bless you. I'm not going to play the video, but just to give an idea of what happened, this is an article from Todd Snare's 2015 Fox News. Okay, great source. I'm not saying anything more. Kendra Turner was brought up right. She's the kind of kid who says yes sir, no ma'am. She was raised upright. Good manners, as they are prone to say around Dyersburg, Tennessee. So when she said bless you after a fellow classmate sneezed, she was surprised to find herself in hot water. She actually got suspended. So that is something that happened, and think what you want. That's the way it is today. We have a very, very diverse society, and so I also have some very, very humorous kind of. We'll just look at this for a second. We have God bless you in many, many different ways. This is from Uglish, which is a nice, let's see if you can hear these.
Promise. He's told Jacob, I'm going to bless you.
Okay, bless you.
Until next time, may God bless you daily.
And my fathers, God bless you.
Okay.
But God bless you, because you have to work.
To be with you. God bless you.
Horace, God bless you.
Say to me, you know, Michelle, God bless you.
God bless you.
Okay, no less than President Obama using that. So you can decide if it's too much for you, if it's too much out in another world. You don't like the God, you can just use bless you. Let's look at how it's used in culture. There are some songs. Bless You, Tony Orlando song from 1961. Bless You, Martha and the Vandellas song, 1971. Bless You, Save You, Spare You, Damn You by the Stranglers from Sweet 16. Sweet 16, that's a play on words, 2006. We also can hear this in a song by John Lennon. John Lennon, that was first released in his 1974 album Walls and Bridges. It is a ballad expressing his love for his wife Yoko Ono. And I can just give you just a minute of this. It's not really not one of my favorite John Lennon songs, but yes, he used that in a song, so no less than a Beatle did that. Let's look at also in the history. We have National Geographic reports that Roman plague of 590, that's the year 590 after Christ, Pope Gregory I ordered an unceasing prayer for divine intercession. In his ordering, his command was anyone sneezing be blessed immediately. Sneezing was a sign of the plague. That makes me think a little bit about today, right? We have this pandemic. You cough and people run away. It's there's no religion, so there's nowhere to go, nothing to say. So in 750, it became customary to say God bless you as a response to one's sneezing. The folk believed that the soul could be thrown from the body when sneezing. Sneezing was the body's effort to force out an invading evil presence. The heart stops beating during a sneeze. God bless you encourages the heart to continue beating. It's a sign of good fortune or of God's beneficence. A person wills their good. That's will as a verb. They will their good with the invocation of God. God supports the good that you will for them. And the nature of blessing, it is what we are to receive from God and then give to another. Okay, this is a very interesting idea. Let's look at the Dictionary of Superstitions. We have Pliny, no less than Pliny in his Natural History. Why is it that we salute a person when he sneezes, an observation which Tiberius Caesar, they say, the most unsociable of men, as we all know, used even when riding in his chariot? Apuleius from the Golden Ass, AD 150. Bless you, my dear, he said, and bless you, at the second and third sneeze. In the Greek anthology, 500 years AD, cannot blow his nose whenever he pleases. His nose is so long and his arm so short. Nor ever cries, God bless me, when he sneezes. He cannot hear so distant a report. A report, that's the sound of the sneeze. The guy's nose is so long that he can't even hear when he sneezes because his nose is so long. Okay, that's a kind of a funny story from the Greek anthology. Using the imperative form in English, we use it to give an order, to give a warning, to give advice, and to make a request. Usually we use please with the imperative. To form the imperative, use the infinitive of the verb without to. The implied subject is you. So come here means you, which could be both singular and plural, because I could be speaking to a lot of people. Come here. The subject would be you. Sit down. And to make a negative, we put do not or don't before the verb. Don't go. Do not walk on the grass. Using the imperative, used for all subjects, you, he, they, and we, used with let's before the verb. Speaker includes themselves. So if I say let's stop now, I mean you and I. Let us stop now. Let's have some lunch. The negative of let's is let's not. Let's not argue, and let's not tell her about it. Those are the negative forms of let's. Let's see some orders. It's not common to give orders unless you are in a position of authority, of course. The intonation is quite important. Each word stressed with the following tone. Sit down now. Maybe you heard in some of the recordings, God bless you. So sit down now are all stressed. The tone falls on now. Sit down now, you hear? Adults can give orders to children and to animals. We can say, come here, or we can say, stop that, heel to the dog, and fetch. Heel means to sit at my heel, sit near my foot. The heel is a part of the foot. Fetch means to go and get something, to retrieve something. Warnings. We have warnings of danger. All the words are stressed. The last word has a higher tone than the first word. Watch out. Look out. Don't cross. And those are warnings. As advice, we just use stress normally. Eat an apple. It's much better for you than a biscuit. Don't tell him you're resigning now. Wait until Monday when he's in a better mood. Writers give advice on a subject. Advice is usually presented as do's and don'ts. So, do try to walk about the plane during the flight. and don't drink alcohol. Requests. Used to make a request, often the polite word before the verb. So please take a seat. Please wait here. Please hold the line. Obviously the emphasis, the stress is on the first word, please. There's a little bit of a falling tone. Please don't smoke here. And kindly can be used also as a polite word. Kindly return the documents as soon as possible. Kindly forward this to the sales and marketing department. Kindly send me 2 copies of your brochure. Let's look at some art. We have a limestone stela of Marduk from the Babylonian civilization, 10th century BC. Before I go on, I just want to remind you that it's a good idea actually to subscribe if you can. Below, you'll see below there's a subscription. You can hit that and hit the bell for the notification, so you will receive an email every time I do a video, and also put the like. That's a good thing. Sorry, let's go back. Yes. Okay, why this limestone stela? Okay, we have people with the raised hands. You see, it's difficult to see exactly this hand. It may be a little bit damaged through the time, but it looks like it's a profile of the hand. This one, instead, we're seeing the face of the hand, the palm of the hand. These could be blessings, okay? Could be blessings. In the limestone, we have another limestone pyramidion of Ramoses from the top of the tomb, the necropolis scribe, scenes that depict the worship of the sun, Deir el-Damina in the New Kingdom. This is the 19th century, the 19th dynasty, 1279, 1213 BC, the Egyptian Museum in Turin. Here again you see the raised hands, okay? This could be a sign of blessing. Let's look at the priestly blessing. This is actually not a piece of art, but it's something that depicts what is called the priestly blessing. It's from the Torah. It's from a portion that's called naso, which is to lift up. This is interesting. This is an idea that we can see also in the definition, lifting up. It's known as the Aaronic benediction. The priests from the temple line up at the top steps. They lift both of their arms and they form the letter Shin with their hands. You see, this is a kind of stylized letter Shin, and that's the first letter of God's name, Shaddai. So El Shaddai means God Almighty, God who is all sufficient, and that's the symbol. They still do that. This is on the other hand, a statue from the east. Maybe I didn't remember where that was from. Amitabha. That's Sanskrit, and it's also known as Amitayas, primary Buddha of the Pure Land Buddhism, a type of Buddhism. Vajrayana Buddhism, known for longevity, discernment, pure perception, purification of aggregates, and a deep awareness of emptiness. Possesses the infinite merit resulting from good deeds over countless past lives as a Bodhisattva named Dharmakara. And that is, okay, this is Amida Nirorai, the same Amitabha, from a Kamakura period, the 12th, 13th century. Wood with gold leaf and inlaid crystal eyes. This is from the Tokyo National Museum. Okay, it's Buddha, and we see the hands in two different positions. This could be a benediction or also a request for charity. In the Islam religion, we can see the word Alhamdulillah, which is Arabic. This is not a work of art, but I thought it was interesting to look at calligraphy as a form of art, to see it in a context in a home. The Arabic phrase means to praise be to God, sometimes translated as thank God, also called tamic, praising. The second verse of the Surah Fatiha, so it's in the Quran. Here's a picture from Ham's Memlek, Christ's blessing. We have the hand in this position. This is from 1480-85. It's oil on Baltic oak. And I'm not going to talk much about this 2 or 3 fingers. The 3 fingers pointing up symbolizes the 3 persons of the Blessed Trinity. The 2 fingers joined together point to Jesus' 2 natures, that he is fully human and fully divine. Okay, there's a lot of different positions of the hands if you look at Christ in his blessings. I'm not going to talk about it. There's a lot of different things that are going on there. God bless you. Okay, we see variants, God bless or bless you. The common English expression to wish a person will the good of another person. The response to a sneeze when parting or writing a valediction, used in the Hebrew Bible by the Jews. Okay, so in Numbers 6, verse 24. It's also used by Christians, early church, as a benediction, a means of bidding a person. Biting a person, yes, I think it's biting. Godspeed, which means good fortune or success. We can see also before we saw Alhamdulillah, a statement of gratitude to God for any gift. The gift of life, the gift of success, the gift of health or strength. It's used in prayer, thanking Allah, the Creator. One is lifting prayers to God. All right, it's used for acceptance, for trials and difficulties, can be used in all situations because all is created by God. Okay, in the Aaronic benediction, we saw the illustration, the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace, shalom. So you have the idea also of this blessing that is together with peace, lifting up and giving peace. Countenance is translated as face, panaim, face. From a primitive root word, to regard or to have respect, the Lord lifts up his countenance or his face on us. He is smiling and is pleased with us. The last word of the blessing is shalom, or peace. Shalom is a very complex word, which means more than the lack of conflict or of war, the lack of conflict or war. The idea has meanings of completeness, wholeness, health, peace, welfare, safety, soundness, tranquility, prosperity, perfectness, fullness, rest, harmony, the absence of agitation or discord. The implied action is to destroy the authority of, or which is connected to, chaos. Peacemakers resolve to destroy chaos in relationships with each other, our families, our neighbors, other authorities, and mostly with a relationship to God. The authority to destroy the chaos comes from God and not through our own devices. Okay, that's some ideas. We can look at the Greek word eulogeo, to speak well of, to praise. Eulogeo from eo, well, good, and logos, the word or reason. Properly, it's to speak, reason, which confers benefit. Hence, bless. So we have the idea of bless. Eulogio is confer what is beneficial, used of God blessing the people. Okay, so we have God who is blessing the people here. His people are blessing him. So you also have this return to celebrate with praises, because praising blesses, sends the blessing to God. In the giving of thanks, used in this sense, eulogio differs from eucharistein in referring rather to the form, eucharistein referring to the substance of the thanksgiving. Just like in the Eucharist, the Christian practice, we have the thanksgiving of the host. Eucharisteo is the definition to be thankful. I give thanks, received with thanks. It's from eo and charis, which is grace, okay, to be good with grace. It's acknowledge that God's grace works well. Literally, to give thanks, thankful for God's good grace. This is the idea of thanksgiving. Beatitudes in the Christian faith. We have 8 blessings attributed to a discourse by Jesus. These are also called the Sermon on the Mount. Each is a proverb-like proclamation without a narrative. In the Latin Vulgate, this begins with the word beati. So it translates to happy, rich, or blessed, plural adjective. You see, we have the idea of happy here. In fact, in some translations of the Bible, you will see happy is he who is hungry, or blessed. I actually prefer blessed. Corresponding word in the original Greek is makario. Same meanings. Thus, blessed are the poor in spirit, okay, or happy are the poor in spirit. It appears in Latin as beati pauperes spiritu. Latin noun is beatitudo, coined by Cicero to describe a state of blessedness. I know you're probably laughing at that pronunciation, but oh well. Later, it's incorporated with the chapter heading, so they're actually called Beatitudes. The word was anglicized to Beatitudes in the Great Bible of 1540, and so we have the blessing, a gift that has a relationship with life and its mysteries. Blessing, both the word and the gift, both diction and good, Latin benediction, the good diction. Brings good that is not a precise object, gift that doesn't belong to the sphere of having, but of being. Okay, the gift is being, and it does not derive from the action of man, but from the creation of God. To bless is to say that the gift is creative and life-giving. It produces in prayer thanksgiving. The prayer or blessing confirms in anticipation the divine generosity. And thanksgiving has already been revealed. Okay, so that's the presentation. We see all of the aspects of this word, all of the aspects of the expression, bless you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you can receive any kind of notifications for the next video. And well, I hope you have a nice evening, a nice day, a nice morning, whatever time it is where you are. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Ho provato diverse cose oggi.
E c'era più gente?
Adesso vado a vedere, nessuno ha scritto niente. Vediamo un attimo.